pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football goal.
Off the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And they're starting to bring some noise here on this early 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Williamson. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Reads it, fires complete. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
They'll go to the ground. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Takes the handoff. It's Strickland. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
What a great job settling in on the road and threatening to score now here on 1st and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Just when they're looking run, now up top. Into the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flips it out to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Now on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he intercepts it. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. He'll start this drive firing. Makes his connection. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down. Just came out and fired a strike on the slant.
And those are tough catches to make because you know you're going to have that defender draped all over you. So you've got to have strong hands, and you saw that receiver pluck the ball.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. The give to the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He caught it. The hand. The feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hardy. He gets a block. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep plays.
Handoff from the gun. At the 35, he's open. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Handoff to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Offense getting set for first down. He's going to pass. Firing toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun. Wants to pass. Coming after it. It's complete to the right. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. Kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react to play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. He's right on target. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field, gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively. You've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. From the gun, the running back has it. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll set up to throw. Got it! Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. They march 72 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that pass intercepted.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. On target to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds us back in the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. To make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And it's caught for the touchdown.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. He's got his man. Hard running there. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the short completion brings up second down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Throws to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Williamson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Fast motion from the offense. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
Looking to throw it again. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Got it. He's got it and just sashays into the end zone for the touchdown. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you to stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set with the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Offense set on first down. Movement here from the tight end. The run from the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Trying play action. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up 3rd down.
What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? He's looking to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Complete. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They'll immediately call timeout.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And after that, best thing you can do, hunt it away. Here comes the special teams. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Charlotte. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Jerry Richardson Stadium.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hardy. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Unloads it left. Fires it incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. They'll run it. Discards a man. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And they can't make the play on third down.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
That incompletion is an engraved invitation to the punt team. He's got great speed, and the punt team able to sling him to the ground. First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any time between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
And here comes the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Complete to start this drive. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Handoff from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And that is no good. And after missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. And now this offense will take the field again. To the air on first down. Looking for a deep man. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
And here comes the punt team. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
He leaves it with his back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackle.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Crosses the 30, he's got away. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. Using the quick game. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Got his man quickly. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Here's the handoff. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. It's Strickland. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
After that last completion, it's second down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Out of the gun to give to the back. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy completion. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
On first down from the 13-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Getting some heat. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
On 4th down, going to the air. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch. He's got enough. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Back to the air one more time. Quickly to the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Fires left. He's got an open man. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Unleashes one deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He'll take a shot. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
how do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He's looking to throw, trying to get to him. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Snagged in the middle. It's Williamson. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure there on the quarterback there.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it...
Trying to burn this defensive back. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on first and goal. They want to throw it. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions. Now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon, that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Here comes the two-point try. They'll go to the air. They're trying to get to him. He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Snags it quickly on the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting and keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it. Keep getting those stats.
It's a draw. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Let it bust for longer, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. give as they work on that clock. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
The back goes in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man on the outside. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Going for 6. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they've pushed the lead out a little further. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do.
He's got it on the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Pocket starts to collapse. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Got his man downfield. Turns it on down the left side. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
And it's It's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Motion from the offense. He wants to throw it. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. First down for this offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.